Welcome to the Swedish Hockey League on your home for hockey premier sports. Knarps Arena, 7,000 on hand for HV71 hosting the Swedish Hockey League champion Vaxjo Lakers. The Lakers, of course, the champions from last season, a magnificent run. And of course, if you were a Champions Hockey League fan, you saw the Vaxjo Lakers play the Braehead clan a few times on your home for hockey. And I tell you what, they're a magnificent squad, to say the least, and they will have their hands full, though. A capacity crowd expected at Knarps Arena. And you can see there the lineup for HV71. Ryan O'Byrne, the former NHLer. Interesting story right there. You see number 29, Chris Abbott. He was part of a magnificent team in Luleå last season, was a Champions Hockey League Grand Final winner. Unfortunately for Chris Abbott, all those years in Luleå came to an end. His twin brother Cam has retired from hockey due to concussions, and Chris has moved on for a new start at HV71. HV71, a few colleagues asking me what that's all about. Of course, in 1971, there was a merger between two clubs, the Husqvarna local club and Vaderstad, and so when they came together, the H of Husqvarna, the Vaderstad V, 1971. HV71, fifth in the regular season, last year a quarterfinal loss in the playoffs. They were the national champions way back in 2010, 08, 04, and 95. The Vaxjo Lakers, as mentioned, 2 wins over the Braehead clan in the Champions Hockey League action. Corey Murphy, number 21, magnificent defenseman for head coach Sam Alam. Didn't play in either game against Braehead, so it'll be a treat to see the former NHLer move the puck. He's got 2 assists in 1 game already in this Swedish Hockey League campaign. Of course, 91 NHL games played to Corey Murphy's credit. No relation to myself, Aaron Murphy. Really excited. Over 55 plus games of the Swedish Hockey League, including the finals and playoffs, hopefully around 60 games depending on how that Swedish Hockey League final pans out. And you can see the host broadcast from the Knarps Arena going on beneath us. Interesting to mention, Johan Lindblom, a former player, is the first-year head coach for HV71 on your screen right there. He represented Sweden internationally. Really, really good hockey brain. His assistant coach is Tim Britton, his first-year assistant coach. And, of course, Teddy Britton is the captain of HV71 regularly. Unfortunately, he will not see action. The final lineup submitted 20 minutes ago or so. He would not be a part of it. He's got a little bit of a niggly injury. There is Fredrik Pettersson Wenzel, the starter for HV71. Did not play in their first game, and they are 0-1 on the season. Christopher Nilstorp gets the run out, the big 6'3" former NHLer. He's 0-1 on the season. Both teams looking for their first win. Mikhail Nord and Soren Persson, the referees for this one. On the lines, Tobias Haster and Johan Lofgren. Big notes on both lineups. For HV71, no Chris Campoli and Eric Christensen, 2 former NHLers. Teddy Britt, the captain, as I mentioned, out. Jari Karolahti, interesting on him, 40-year-old Jari Karolahti, the oldest player in the Swedish Hockey League this season. Not in this one for Vaxjo. No Nicholas Lundgren, no Albin Storm, and Eddie Larson, a big miss. Very, very physical defenseman. Underway, there is the affable Sam Alam. Really good conversation with him at the Braehead Arena. Lovely guy. They flew in. They were about an hour and a half late to get to the Braehead Arena. Came in as cool as you like, and a magnificent game at Braehead Arena. But that is a magnificent operation in Vaxjo, and we are underway. Our Champions Hockey League action has been magnificent thus far as we started in August and now into September. Magnificent scenes as the Swedish Hockey League on your home for hockey premier sports in HD kicks off with HV71 and the Vaxjo Lakers. And so far this season, I mentioned both teams 0-1. HV71 lost 3-2 to Skellefteå on Thursday. Mellon and Bengtsson with the goals in a losing effort. For the Vaxjo Lakers, it's an Bit of a break down the side for Vaxjo, and it would be Richard Hinge. He has been good so far. Champions Hockey League and one game in the Swedish Hockey League. Hinge 1-1, goal and an assist in a loss to Luleå on Thursday. Corey Murphy had 2 assists in that game as well. So both teams suffering 3-2 losses in game 1. And it's all the pressure, and there's Liam Reddix. Oh, baby, Liam Reddix. Magnificent opportunity, and Pedersen Wenzel keeps that out. Liam Reddix, of course, had about 40 family members at the Braehead Arena. He's got some Scottish relations, Canadian-born, and a proud night for him as they had a win at Braehead Arena, but magnificent stuff to see a huge turnout for Liam Reddix. Pedersen Wenzel had to be very, very good. Here's Almquist, Adam Almquist, recently signed by HV71. Nilstorp comes out, up high off the wall there for Alexander Johansson. Joachim Hilden couldn't corral that, and HV71 start to move the puck, but cough it up at the line with Bengtsson. Back into his own zone, Ilkka Heikkinen. All 89, so impressed with Ilkka Heikkinen in that Champions Hockey League fixture. Former KHLer Ilkka Heikkinen, 9 goals in the KHL last year. He is one beautiful skater, number 49 for Vaxjo. There's the captain, Liam Reddix. Good pass from Josh Hennessy, and a magnificent blocker save, and then up high. Look at the nice puck movement. Hennessy to Reddix, blocker save. Excellent stuff early on from Fredrik Pedersen Wenzel. 2:07 gone. Of course, the Swedish Hockey League, the clock counts up rather, and I tell you what, it's all Vaxjo early on. Pressure from Riedal. And again, quick shot. It was Riedal, again, his second shot of the shift, and Pedersen Wenzel had to be very, very good in that instant. Swedish Hockey League playoff champion Vaxjo Lakers, they mean business. Dumped in. Out on the side by Wenzel. Pedersen Wenzel has been the busier Nilstorp. And a good look down in his crease. Absolutely nothing going that way yet. As we look at Nicholas Hansen, 68th pick in 2013 by the Dallas Stars, a Swedish under-20 international. His first year with the big club at HV71. Stenlund wins that. Good defensive zone draw. Certainly, if you're head coach Johan Lindblom, you want to start playing with the puck a little bit more right now for the home team. As Hinge throws it out front, he's been active thus far. Heikkinen back on the point. He wants the puck. It finally comes to him. Heikkinen through a screen, and somehow Pedersen Wenzel tracked that. Heikkinen loves to shoot the puck, and again, glove save, Pedersen Wenzel. Magnificent stuff from Ilkka Heikkinen early on for head coach Sam Hallam. Good crowd on hand. Mentioned 7,000 the capacity. Of that 7,000, about 1,100 standing room. And the fans get pretty loud. The wall. Bjorn Mellon couldn't get the puck out for HV71. Adam Almquist. Almquist getting a chance with Jiri Karolahti out of the lineup. He'll have to play a lot of minutes for head coach Lindblom. Corey Murphy mentioned that he didn't play against Braehead. Good to see Corey Murphy out there. 91 NHL games played, 9 goals, 30 assists for the Vaxjo Lakers last season for the 5'9" Canadian. 2 assists and 5 shots on goal in that game, the loss to Luleå on Thursday for Corey Murphy. There's Liam Reddix battling with Ryan O'Byrne. Ryan O'Byrne, the big 6'5" import, 308 NHL games played. He's a physical presence for HV71. Back to the line, Tenby. Matthias Tenby, former New Jersey Devil. Gets it down low for Chris Abbott. And Abbott, the former captain of Uleo, looks like he's made it 1-0. Dogged work from HV71. It had been all Vaxjo to that point. And the Champions Hockey League Grand Finalist was in on that goal. It was all hands on deck. And Teemu Lane might have got the last touch. They say officially he did. But it was impressive work in front by Chris Abbott. Look at Lane. Good body out there up front. Abbott with the quick shot. It's just lying there. Abbott's trying to poke it over the line, but it will indeed be Teemu Lane. Magnificent start for the home side, as it had been all Vaxjo to that point. That's his first of the season for Teemu Lane. 11 goals for HV71 last year. That's his first of this season. Abbott should get an assist and a magnificent start after being maybe spending too much time in their own zone. Tedenby will also get an assist on the opening marker of this one. The Lakers did exactly what you'd want to do on the road if you're head coach Sam Lamb. Come out, dump and chase, get in front of Pedersen Wenzel, a couple of chances by your captain Liam Reddix. And Nilstorp hadn't seen any pressure whatsoever. Counter-attack by HV71, and they have that opening salvo with almost 5 minutes gone in the opening stanza. Dumped in by Johansson. HV71 a better entry or exit at this point. Quick high shot. Nilstorp with the blocker. Good save on Emil Johansson. And we're going to have a penalty now, a hooking call, as the head referee Mikael Nord makes that signal. Four-man system in place at all times in the Swedish Hockey League. That is, of course, in my opinion, the way it should be at this level. Nilstorp gets a blocker on that. You can notice Nilstorp, a right-handed catching goalie with the blocker on the opposite side. A little bit, sometimes a little bit unnerving for shooters, as probably about 90% of goalies are left-handed catching. But Nilstorp, at 6'3", takes up a lot of room. Doesn't matter which side he plays the blocker on. So it is Teemu Laxo, 2 minutes for hooking. First power play of the game, and it goes to HV71. Up 1-0, magnificent opportunity for the home side. Here's Hansen. Hansen lays it off, and now it's Thornburg. Thornburg, 5 shots on goal on Thursday evening, likes to shoot the puck there, decides to dish. Bjorn Mellon wheels in behind Pedersen Wenzel. Nice outlet pass there to the speedy Tedenby. Tedenby tries to go up high. And it was a good play by Corey Murphy. Just got enough of the stick there to trouble Tedenby. Tedenby's already got an assist in this game, looking for a power play goal there. A minute 8 to go in the 5-on-4 advantage. Here's Almquist. Adam Almquist. KHL last year, 4 assists. A recent pickup for Johan Lindbaum's side. They will retreat back. And it will be, indeed, Adam Almquist. Quick pass up, nobody home. Burn with a little bit out of sorts there at 6'5" and 235 pounds. Is one of the bigger players on either side. As mentioned, plenty of NHL experience. His first year with HV71, 369 penalty minutes for O'Byrne and 308 games played. And he had a great career. Montreal, Colorado, and Toronto. Now extending his career in Sweden. Here's Oskarsson. This is a power play, it has to be said, that really hasn't gotten off the ground or set up for HV71. Johansson keeps it in. But the power play, as you see, Teemu Laxo jumps out and has fresh legs. He'll just sift it off there. The power play never really got going. 0 for 1. If you're just tuning in, Teemu Lane. An opening goal in this one from Abbott and Tedenby. HV71 up 1-0. Giveaway. Not the guy you want to give it to right there. Robert Rosen Had a pizza up the middle and just fired it high. Here's Vaxjo. Vaxjo, who had that hooking infraction trying to make up, goes to the net. Out front there, tipped away from Kiskinen. Only 5'8", the Finn, but he's really, really good. Doesn't mind going to those greasy areas. Here's Vaxjo, heavy shot. Blocked down there, a great block by Emil Johansson. You can see he's looking down at that left ankle. The blade took the brunt of that. Here's the shot, left ski. And he's throwing it up and out. The Vaxjo bench wants a delay a game call. It was actually Emil Johansson who started the fire drill, couldn't get the puck away. And it is 1-0 with 8:03 gone. And it will indeed be a power play for Vaxjo as Emil Johansson threw the puck up and out of play in his own zone over the glass. So a delay of game call. Good opportunity for Vaxjo now, and if you're a Braehead Clan fan, you know how good this Swedish Hockey League champion outfit is on the power play. They seem to be able to put it together at will at Braehead Arena. And they do it against HV 71 here at Canarps Arena. Interesting point there. Emil Johansson couldn't get the puck away, throws it up the middle. And Rosen had a chance, and then it started that sort of scrambly play where Emil Johansson felt he had to make up for it, blocks a shot, and just scoops the puck out of the zone. You've got to get it as a defenseman. You've got to get the puck out on the first chance. When you start to run around in your own zone and bad things happen. And now for Vaxjo, they're happy with that. Laxo's in front. Never came to him. That'll scoot out to Eric Martinson. Martinson lays it off for Hilding. Hilding goes all the way back into his own zone. Peels off to become an outlet, but will make a change. 1:12 to go in this first power play for Vaxjo. 8:54 gone in the opening stanza. HV 71-1. The Vaxjo Lakers no score. Look at Heikkinen back there. He wants it. He gets it. Heikkinen. So smooth. KHL last year. You can see why they're just such a good power play quarterback. A big body too, 6'3". 1 assist in this early Swedish Hockey League season. And Pettersson Wenzel decides to just hold on to that one as we take another look. The impressive Ilkka Heikkinen. Actually played for Vaxjo in 2011-12 and then went on to the KHL. Back to the Lakers. Quick shot. I tell you what, Pettersson Wenzel did not know where that was. Luckily for HV 71, it didn't hit the target. Heikkinen will spend the whole power play out there. And Corey Murphy as well, two very good offensive defensemen. Here's Murphy. Murphy, head on a swivel, looking for an option, decides to lay it off. Rosen, 12 seconds to go in the man advantage, and that's not going to work out too good as Axel Eidstedt will just dump it up and all the way down. That should do it. 3 seconds to go in the 5-on-4 situation halfway through the opening period. 0 for 1 on the power play on both sides. And it's HV 71 with the 1-0 lead. Game 1 on Premier Sports, the Swedish Hockey League. Up to 60 games live on the network this season. A magnificent level of hockey, and we've seen it over the past few years in the Champions Hockey League when our EIHL teams come up against some of these Swedish teams. You just see how quickly things happen in the Swedish Hockey League. And it's a joy to watch, a joy to commentate on these games. And of course, 2 Swedish teams in the Champions Hockey League final. So it's an incredible level of hockey. 2 good teams going at it here at Canarps Arena. You can check premiersports.tv for all the Swedish Hockey League fixtures and information. HV 71 trying to get a little zone time now with 9 minutes to go in the opening 20. The Lakers, for the first few minutes, had the ice tilted, and then there was that quick goal from Teemu Lane. Nicholas Hansen couldn't keep that in. He's going to retreat all the way back. Hansen ahead. A great quick pass to Stenlund. Stenlund out front, trying to find Philip All. There was some pressure there. The idea was in place, the execution not quite right. Christopher Berglund with a big hit there on Robin Soderquist. Soderquist now. Prying that puck loose, he does. Riedel takes a bump. Physical first period here. Hansen desperately trying to get that puck for HV71 as they're running around in their own zone a little bit here. Stenlund finally gets it loose for Hansen. Ahead. Good quick pass to Eric Anderson, but he was on a Lone Ranger rush there. No support. They'll make some changes. Corey Murphy, you can see that offensive flair. Tries to go up the middle there. Didn't quite work out. Again, though, the idea in place, execution, not quite right. It's the second game of the season for both sides. Maybe some of these lines still getting used to each other. 12:35 gone. End-to-end action now as HV71 have had enough of spending time in their own zone. There, Tamu Lane, the only goal scorer thus far, couldn't tip it ahead. Here's Rosen. Robert Rosen to the outside, throws it through the crease. Bjorn Mellon couldn't pick it up there for HV71. Rosen will get a chance to keep it in place. Simon Onerud all over him like a dirty shirt, but somehow Rosen comes away with the puck. Tries to get it back to Laxo, but it was a good job there by Mellon, taking away time and space. And Mellon will finally get it to the line and out to Abbott. Chris Abbott, captain of Luleå last season. His twin brother Chris, they were absolutely magnificent together. Mentioned that off the top, Chris Abbott has had to move on to Luleå, or from Luleå. His brother Cam is retired. Concussions, but they were magnificent for Luleå. Huge part, huge reason for their Champions Hockey League success. Laxo through a screen, looked like it hit O'Byrne. Ryan O'Byrne is a mountain of a man. Here is O'Byrne right on cue to Lane. Lane is the lone marksman in this one. Lays it off. Lane goes to the net. He's a big body. Didn't get a clean look at that. Lane, 6'2". Not afraid to go to those greasy areas. He's already got 16 penalty minutes. Just the one game played. Had a little bit of a shocker in game one. Up the boards now. Alexander Johansson. Picked up by Bengtsson. Bengtsson. Following up there on Oscar Sund's broken play. Bengtsson picks up the puck, had his pocket picked. Great bit of work there by Vaxjo, but to the line, no further. Hansen lays it off to Sund. Sund being watched by Corey Murphy. Sund up the wall, and finally Patrick Lund kicks it ahead for Vaxjo as they want to make changes. Here's Christopher Nilstorp coming out to play that. Emil Johansson up the wall to the line, no further, kept in by Heikkinen. Heikkinen activates in off the point. Out front, Riedel. Heavy shot there from Josefsson as well. To the line, Martinson. And Martinson will back cycle. He'll lay it off there to Josefsson. And again, heavy pressure by Vaxjo, causing panic stations for HV71 in their defensive zone. But finally, Eidsted calms it down. Dogged work by Josefsson and Martinson on that shift for Vaxjo. Less than 5 minutes to go in a very fast opening stanza. 1-0 HV71. Another giveaway in their own zone. Gotta tighten that up. Time just ban on the puck in your own zone. It's same thing I talked about in the Emil Johansson delay a game penalty. You don't get the puck out on the first try and you just make your workload twice as heavy. O'Byrne struggling a little bit in this opening period, Ryan O'Byrne. that puck out on the first try. There's a look at big Teemu Lane. A veteran indeed. 39th pick in 2000 by the New Jersey Devils. 158 KHL games played on his hockey CV. 102 points in the KHL, not bad at all. SHL, KHL, and Finnish Liga experience for Teemu Lane. He's got his first goal of the 2015-16 campaign. Coming up on Premier Sports, Tuesday, September 22nd, the Champions Hockey League rolls on live. Ice Baron Berlin versus Stavanger. That's leg one of the round of 32 knockout phase, 6:30 p.m. Wednesday, September 23rd, Swedish Hockey League, Rogla BK versus Karlskrona. That's at 6 p.m. And Friday, September 25th, Swedish Hockey League again, Luleå v Skellefteå, two giants in the Swedish game. That is 6 p.m. And of course, the NHL starts late night, October 7th, I guess technically October 8th. There's a doubleheader on Premier Sports starting at 1 a.m. The New York Rangers and Chicago, followed by San Jose, LA. Over 600 hockey games on Premier Sports this season. You can also follow along at Premier Sports TV on Twitter. And myself, Aaron Murphy, at Murph on Ice. Let us know where you're watching from if you're enjoying all the hockey. Here's Thornburg, and Thornburg kept his feet moving. There's going to be a delayed call against Vaxjo. One person with the arm up. And Martin Thornburg, magnificent job, cuts to the outside, kept his feet moving. There's a look at Thornburg. And Richard Hinge had to put a stick in and under the arms. Let's have a look here. Thornburg away to the races. There's the stick in underneath the left arm. And Richard Hinge will sit for 2 or less. It's the second power play for HV71. They are 0 for 1. Of course, Lane's goal was a 5-on-5 situation. Here's Thornburg back to the point. Sandberg goes back to the point as well. Back to Sandberg. Philip Sandberg. 6 goals last season for HV71. He's got 1 assist in the opening game on Thursday for his side. Back to the point. They wanted to get it to Nicholas Hansen. That's very raw talent. Nicholas Hansen, his first year with the big club, the Swedish under-20 international. Dallas Star picked in 2013. He's the real deal, but still a bit of a rough diamond, if you will. Very impressive young blue liner for HV71. Here's Lane. Lane going to the outside of Corey Murphy. Throws it to the right wing. Almquist. Wanted to give that to Tedenby again on the right wing. Now it comes back to Almquist. Almquist firing through a sea of bodies and never got to Nilstorp's crease. Here's Tedenby. Tedenby to Abbott. Chris Abbott and Tedenby play catch. Almquist jumped in off the post, but good quick stick there by Corey Murphy. He sends it up and all the way down on Pettersson Wenzel with 40 seconds to go in the HV71 power play. Here's Thornburg. Thornburg fans on that shot. Billy Varakis went down to block it. Luckily for him, there wasn't much on it. There's Abbott. Abbott back to the point. He plays catch with Almquist. Chris Abbott back to the point. Abbott, you can see lurking in the reeds there again. Doesn't mind going to the net hard, even though he's only 5'9". Just 12 seconds to go in this second power play for the home side. Berglund. Berglund ahead for Thornburg. Thornburg laid it off to Mellon. Onerud wanted that puck. It never came to him, and it's a good penalty kill for the Vaxjo Lakers. 5-on-5 hockey now with 1:30 to go in the opening period. A 1-goal lead for HV71. Teemu Lane, his first of the season from Abbott and Tedenby. Onerud had his pocket picked there by Froberg. Sandberg. In behind to Hansen. Hansen dances away. Head man for Berglund. Berglund has time and space, goes outside, that's going wide. Millstorp waved a glove at it, just a minute to go, first period. HV 71 would love to get a late goal here in front of the big home crowd. Heidstedt pushes it forward. Sund will give chase, but Nilstorp was the first player there. Of course, Nilstorp will come out again. He was like a third defenseman on that sequence. Alexander Johansson in behind the net. 30 seconds to go. Really, really quick opening period. You'd like to get a sense of that if you're both coaches. What do we have in the tank? We played Thursday night. It's early in the season, but both teams have been in Champions Hockey League action. As you look at Johan Lindbaum, mentioned off the top, a former player, high-level player, represented Sweden internationally a few times. His first year as a head coach with HV 71. His opposite number, head coach Sam Halam of Vaxjo, is his fourth year behind the Lakers bench. Almquist shooting through a screen there, but Josefsson did a good job for Vaxjo. 10 seconds to go, first period. HV 71 pressuring now, with time running down, but Almquist to O'Byrne. As the buzzer goes, don't go anywhere. I'm Aaron Murphy. Second period action coming up live on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. You see it there. HV 71 1, Vaxjo Lakers. No score. It is Teemu Lane with the opening goal. Don't touch that dial. EIHL highlights after this short break. Welcome back, Canarps Arena. Second period action underway in the Swedish Hockey League on Premier Sports. HV 71-1. The Vaxjo Lakers no score. I'm Aaron Murphy. It was a fast first period. Teemu Lane with the goal from Tenby, his first of the season. Quick shot there, turned aside by Pedersen Wenzel. We can also tell you the shots on goal were 4-4 in that opening 20 minutes. Adam Almquist with 7 minutes and 6 seconds of ice time to lead HV 71. For the Vaxjo Lakers, it was Teemu Laakso with 8 minutes and 27 seconds of ice time to lead all skaters. Jönköping, a city in southern Sweden, roughly a population in this area of 65,000. Really, really good hockey tradition here. And you can see by the 7,000 on hand at Canarps Arena. It was an old trading center, Jönköping, following along the rivers Nissan and Lagan. Now, though, an important Nordic logistical center where many companies have central bases here, like IKEA and Electrolux, and of course, HV 71. Teemu Lane, his first from Tenby. The power play for HV 71, 0 for 2 in that opening 20, and 0 for 1 for the Vaxjo Lakers. 50 seconds gone in this middle frame. See the referee discussing something with the glass there. I'm happy with the way you can see there's a divot, there's a chunk out of the ice right there along the yellow dasher. At first it might be the glass, but there's definitely a piece taken out of the ice. Let's see if we can get an idea. There's the chance that resulted in the Teemu Lane goal. Abbott was in front there as well, trying to jam it home. You can see here's Abbott. Look at Abbott trying to get through. Just right there. Teemu Lane squibs it across the line in behind Christopher Nilstorp. Teemu Lane, 11 goals, 13 assists last season for HV 71. Former New Jersey Devils draft pick. He's played in some of the top leagues in the world, 158 games in the KHL as well for Teemu Lane. Last season. The Vaxjo Lakers third in the regular season, but of course they were playoff champions, beating Skellefteå in 6 games. And Vaxjo were 4-1 last season versus HV71. You see Eric Christensen and Chris Campoli to the right of your screen. And, some of the gentlemen in the press boxes with varying injuries and problems for HV71. Yuri Karolati, a big miss on the blue line as well. Face off to the left of Nilstorp now. They're happy that that divot in the ice has been repaired. Here's Martinson. Martinson goes D to D. Minute gone, middle frame. O'Byrne up the wall for HV71. Here's Ilkka Heikkinen. Heikkinen battling hard along the wall. Kick back out to Tenby. Tenby has Abbott going to the net. There's Abbott. Just had the puck squib away from him. Martinson picks it up for Vaxjo. Abbott. Tenby. 2 pit bulls in there. Player very big. 5'10" is Tenby, 5'9" is Abbott. But whenever they're on the ice, they seem to cause problems for the Lakers. Here's Adam Almquist, who led all HV71 skaters with just over 7 minutes ice time in that first period. There's Tenby. 120 NHL games played for the New Jersey Devils, 30 points in the NHL. 10 goals for HV71 last season for Matthias Tenby. Josh Hennessy, former NHLer as well, there wins the draw from Bengtson. Vaxjo start out with Reddix. Reddix in on the forecheck. Quick outlet pass from Eidstedt. Quick play there. What a chance for Sandberg. And he golfed it wide. Comes back to Bengtson. Keeps it in, but what a chance for Philip Sandberg. I wish he had that one to do over again. Just golfed it wide of Nilstorp's crease, and now a bit of frustration from Sandberg. Bengtson as well crashing the crease with Martinson. Bengtson with 1 goal this season. He's represented Sweden internationally. 13 goals for HV71 last year. Stenlund can't get the draw. Offensive zone draw for HV71. And Soderquist comes back the other way. Gets his pocket picked by Philip Ahl. Scrambly start in this second frame. Probably favors HV71 a little bit. That 1 goal lead in the cozy confines of their home arena, the Knarps Arena. They're quite happy with the situation at this moment against the defending Swedish Hockey League champions. Here's Berglund. Berglund up the wing for Stenlund. Stenlund throws into space there, picked off. Billy Varikas, headman. Oh, good kick save there. Richard Hinge, who's already got a goal and an assist this season. Look for his second snipe. Patrick Lund couldn't keep it in. Now it's Robert Rosen. Rosen had a good few chances in that opening 20 minutes. Here's Kiskinen. Kiskinen out front. Kick save. Rosen had a chance at it as well, and it was Hinge who was the trigger man, and he could not beat Pettersson Wenzel. Berglund tries to steady the ship now for HV71. Troubling moment there as the Lakers were all over the HV71 defensive zone. Here's Lund. Lund turned back by Thornburg. Big hit. O'Byrne went to take out his man, takes himself out of position, and Johansson has a chance. And Pettersson Wenzel will hold on as Alexander Johansson. O'Byrne had really taken himself out of the play for the big highlight reel hit out in the neutral zone. You can see O'Byrne coming into the play way late. Good kick save by Fredrik Pettersson Wenzel. The 128th pick in 2010 by the Atlanta Thrashers. 4 previous years with Varjestad. So Pettersson Wenzel upholding his end of the bargain right there. Martin Thornburg going to the net hard, nothing doing, but now Thornburg again tries to knock that down. Bounced away from his blade, and it's going to come out front again. This time it was Onerud looking for pay dirt, and nothing doing again. 4:10 gone in the middle frame. HV 71-1, the Vaxjo Lakers no score. Bjorn Mellon cross ice pass. It was a good one. They're attacking now. They spent the first 4 or 5 minutes of that opening period scrambling around in their own zone before they got that goal from Lane. And here, a little bit more zone time, but the Lakers just it has that sense that they have another gear. Johansson dumps it in. Picked up by another Johansson, Emil Johansson. Here's Eidstedt. Eidstedt out in the space. It was Chris Abbott. Chris Abbott going hard to the net. Picked off by Calle Rosen. Kept in by Eidstedt. Tedenby and Abbott buzzing around in that Vaxjo zone again. Malu Lane out there as well. Lane goes for the big hip check and misses his man. Emil Johansson D to Eidstedt. Eidstedt played that like a bag of hammers. Luckily, backed up by Matthias Tedenby. Here's Tedenby. Tedenby all along the wall, throws it back. HV 71 making a change, and it's going to be a too many men on the ice call against the home side. An easy call, and you can see Hansen had jumped out. Nicholas Hansen arguing with the linesman. But they are going to go on the penalty kill for the second time. Of course, the Vaxjo Lakers are 0 for 1. Too many men on the ice call. They had a lot of pressure going there. Tedenby line had created some offense. You can see there's 4, actually touches the exiting player, 2 men in the zone. Hansen appeals to the linesman, but it's definitely a situation. Look, once that call is made, you're not going to get the referee to change his mind or the linesman. And Lindbaum, as a coach should do, tries to plead his case, but it will be a second power play for the Vaxjo Lakers. No surprise to see that man, Ilkka Heikkinen, out there. He is a magnificent power play quarterback, and of course they have Corey Murphy as well right there, number 21. Speaking with Richard Hinge. This is a high-octane offense, one that I know I said it in commentary in the Brayhead Clan Champions Hockey League matches. You do not want to give the Vaxjo power plays too many looks. There's a scrambly effort in their first period attempt, but as it goes on, the more chances they get, they're going to eventually burn you. And HV 71 will have to be very good on the penalty kill here. Bengtsson gets the draw, but it's all tied up. Kiskinen to Hinge. Hinge back to Heikkinen. Corey Murphy, big shot, kick save. Pettersson Wenzel on the cannon from Corey Murphy. Ilkka Heikkinen. Ilkka Heikkinen Murphy. Big hit along the boards as the crowd up in arms as Anton Bengtsson was absolutely caved in. He's still down in behind the play. And that HV 71 bench is absolutely irate. There's a misconduct. Mikael Nord signaling a bench penalty. Well, I don't know. We'll have a look at that. Hopefully, the Swedish broadcaster. Here's Bengtsson. Bengtsson's coming back. He's got the puck. And that's from behind from Heikkinen. And then charge for Murphy. Let's have a look back here. Heikkinen will pick your penalty. Cross-check hit from behind. Charge. And however way you break it down, Anton Bengtsson was a Vaxjo Laker, the filling on a sandwich of the Lakers. Murphy and Heikkinen absolutely cave him in. And the resulting, here's the, misconduct. Bengtsson, who is definitely shaken up, helped to the bench there by Chris Abbott. Chris Abbott talking to Mikael Nord right now, as is Johan Lindbaum, which has been going on far too many times in this period. The too many men on the ice call incensed Lindbaum, but it's usually on the coach or the assistant coach. And it's an abuse of officials and misconduct. And Heikkinen, who was the main aggressor against Bengtsson, is still out there. Lindbaum, not quite sure what to make of it all. And you can see, looks like Taylor Lane will serve the bench call, but it only affects the bench itself. It's still a 5-on-4. Team penalty, abuse of officials, they call it. So it's a 5-on-3 rather. I thought it was a misconduct in that it would just affect the player penalized, but this is a long 5-on-3, and this is not a good situation for HV71. The Lakers certainly one of the better Swedish Hockey League teams on the power play with the men they have on that roster. On paper, they are magnificent. Heikkinen, blast. What a block there by Berglund. Christopher Berglund sacrificing his body on this 5-on-3. Heikkinen looking for Murphy. He got all tied up. He wanted it to the right. He got it to the left. They played catch. Heikkinen down low. Back to Heikkinen. Murphy with the haymaker. Bounces in front. I think he hit Richard Hinge. Good play by Onerud as well for HV71. Murphy again. Heikkinen. And again, Berglund goes down, sacrificing his body. And that squeaks out. Still 30 seconds to go on the 5-on-3. So that too many men on the ice call, and then an abusive officials call, really has HV71 their backs up against the wall. Heikkinen down low. Hinge in the greasy area. Hinge providing the screen, and Heikkinen! Power play goal! Ilkka Heikkinen with a rocket. Wow. That man can really shoot the puck. A 5-on-3 snipe for Ilkka Heikkinen, his first of the season. And it was an absolute cannon. Fakes it, makes everyone buy it, especially Fredrik Pedersen Wenzel, and then goes high. It's a nice play as well by Thomas Kiskinen. There's the dummy, and there's the finish. Kiskinen with a big assist there. And as I said, give these guys looks on the power play. That's what happens. And when you score on the 5-on-3, you've still got that 5-on-4 now. And the too many men on the ice is done with that abusive officials penalty still hangs over them, and there's 24 seconds to go with the score tied at 1. Up the wall, Sandberg relieves the pressure. Going hard to the net is Sutton, but in a situation, give HV71 credit. They were very, very aggressive there with Sund and Sandberg. There's Josh Hennessy from the Ottawa Senator and Boston Bruin. Hilding keeps it in. The abuse of officials call is done. And 1 for 3 on the power play. Are the Lakers, that just squibs through the crease as the home side HV71 would look to put a statement after killing off that second one. To give up the 5-on-3 goal, Heikkinen from Kiskinen. And it's getting really tangly out there. After that Heikkinen and Corey Murphy hit on Bengtsson, it's getting a little bit rough out there. Heikkinen adds insult to injury as he maybe should have been in the penalty box for a cross-check or a hit, you know, a boarding call, whatever you wanted to call it on Bengtsson. He doesn't get called. Instead, there's an abusive officials call against HV71, and Heikkinen makes them pay after maybe starting the whole thing off with a dodgy hit against Bengtsson. Kiskinen, very, very good with the puck. Has it on a string right there. Uses the HV71 defenseman as a screen. And Thomas Kiskinen in his second year with the Vaxjo Lakers, 17 goals, 19 assists last season. Quick shot, deflected away by Bjorn Mellon, who did a really good job there. Looks like he's limping a little bit. A couple of good blocks Shot blocks from HV71 there. Hard shot by Thornburg. Did that get the top of the helmet of Nilstorp? Referee's asking if he's okay. We've seen Henrik Lundqvist do that in the NHL a few times, where he actually heads the puck away like a soccer player. Yeah, it just gets him on the top of the mask right there. And Nilstorp, he's just checking the straps. Doesn't seem to be a medical situation, more of an equipment situation after the hard, high shot off the melon. There's Thornburg. Thornburg, 5 shots on goal Thursday. And the loss to Skellefteå, and a shot there. Talk about Lundqvist. Yeah, he's done that a few times in the NHL of his own volition. Just heads the puck away. Tries to direct it into the corner for his defenseman. Yes, they have lots of faith in those new age masks that they're all wearing. There's a time in the NHL that goalies be ducking from anything like that, but Lundqvist plays in the way, and right there you saw Nilstorp kind of try and get out of the way, just purposely headed away. Face off to the left of Nilstorp. Won by HV71, won far too cleanly as it goes all the way back into their own zone. Christopher Berglund in tough against Reddix. Reddix good on the forecheck. Couldn't contain though, and it's back the other way on a route. Out front, Hansen jumping into the play. Thornburg as well. Mikael Johansson couldn't do much with that. Chance in front, excellent chance. Anderson. Oh boy. HV71 not at all happy after that no call against Bengtson, which led to the tying goal, and they are angry right now. Sandberg, quick shot. Shot away quickly by Corey Murphy. Back to the line now, Johansson. Johansson keeps it in for Oskar Sund. Eric Anderson battling hard along the wall, but it will be Hilding dumping it down for Vaxjo. Heidstedt. HV71. Some spring in their step now. Oskar Sund. Sund goes outside of Hilding, takes a bump from Laxo. And Billy Verikas gets it up to the line, and it squibs out as Alexander Johansson got a piece of that. Emil Johansson to the line, no further. Again, the HV71 bench irate that there's no call. And the play goes dead. There's the Vaxjo goal scorer, Heikkinen. Power play goal in a 5-3 situation. An absolute rocket from Thomas Kiskinen. But it has been a physical game, and there's been a little bit more of a tempo raise in this middle stanza. A little bit of a feeling out period in that first 5 minutes of the opening 20 minutes. Certainly both teams getting acquainted and getting under each other's skin. We mentioned they played 5 times last year, and the Vaxjo Lakers were 4-1 against HV71. So HV71 will want to change the fortunes on that one. HV71 were 5th in the regular season and were eliminated in the quarterfinals of the playoffs. We know what Sam Halam's side did, going on to win the playoff championships after being 3rd in the regular season. They beat Skellefteå, and Skellefteå were, fair to say, the heavy favorites in that final. They had ran away with the most points in the regular season. 10:35 gone in this middle period. HV71 won, the Vaxjo Lakers won. Teemu Lane his first way back in the first period for HV71, and Heikkinen his first on the power play in the second period here for the Lakers. Big hit by Teemu Lane there. Crushes his man. Josefsson, to his credit, jumps right back up, takes another bump from Lane. Here's O'Byrne. O'Byrne to Abbott. Abbott ahead for Tenby. Just too far for him. Barricas took his time there. And with Robin Soderquist on the doorstep, barking at Ryan O'Byrne right there. Frederick Pettersson-Wenzel decides to hold on. There is Ryan O'Byrne wearing that cage. He's got a broken nose. And he is a large man, 6'5", 106 kilograms. 308 NHL games played for Ryan O'Byrne, first year for HV 71. Christopher Berglund up the wall. They squib that out to Stenlund. Stenlund with a quick shot. It was a good play by Robert Rosen. Got down and blocked that. Hinge and Rosen playing very hard there against Kevin Stenlund. And Rosen, an offensive player, 23 goals last year for Vaxjo, showing you his defensive prowess as he blocked that shot. Here's Philip Ahl trying to find some space along that post. Big hit there. Ilkka Heikkinen absolutely caved in Philip Sandberg. Sandberg could still see the puck alive there after a good attempt by Ahl, but Christopher Nilstorm, here's Ahl. Ahl goes out and tries to find something on the short side. Look at Sandberg, sees the puck alive, and Philip Sandberg is 5'9". Ilkka Heikkinen is 6'3", and Heikkinen absolutely fills him in. Here's a look at that Bengtson hit. Here's Heikkinen and Corey Murphy. Absolutely sandwiching, dummying Bengtson. And Heikkinen, as I said, to add insult to injury, scored the power play goal after the abuse of official penalty, which resulted. Coach Lindbaum was incensed that there was no call on Heikkinen or Murphy. And that protestation led to a power play. Heikkinen has tied it up. 12:15 gone in the second period. Sandberg falls down, picked up by Reddix. Reddix throws it forward. Corralled by Eidstedt. Eidstedt threw it into space, and unfortunately Sund had blown a tire. Corey Murphy picked it up, back to Heikkinen. Good pass, what a shot! Oh boy. I cannot believe it. Liam Reddix. Watch Frederick Pettersson-Wenzel, Patrick Waugh-like. Corey Murphy had danced around after an unfortunate move there. Oscar Sund had blown a tire, and Reddix out front couldn't put it away. He's still shaking his head. There's O'Byrne across the grain, looking for Thornburg. Thornburg gets there, helped out by Onerud. That didn't come off though. And it's Patrick Lund the other way. He'll just lay it off in there, and Frederick Pettersson-Wenzel, after a highlight reel save against Liam Reddix, will hold on. .6:58 to go, second period. Face-off deep in HV 71 territory. That's up the wall for Table Lane. If you're just tuning in, he's the lone goal scorer for HV 71. They led 1-0 after 20 minutes, and Heikkinen has scored a power play goal in this second. And now there's a delayed penalty coming up, and it will be a power play for HV 71 as Mikhail Nord had his hand up straight away. And it looks like it's going to be Joachim Hilding for tripping. There's Hilding. Hilding just puts a stick in there. That's an easy call. Lane goes down. And it's a third power play opportunity for HV 71. Lindbaum looking over at Sam Hallam on the Vaxjo bench. And you can see he pulls his eyes a little bit. He says that's a little bit more obvious. Just as obvious as the Heikkinen hit on Bengtson, if you're Lindbaum, I guess. 5-on-4 situation. 0 for 2 before this. Lane up the wall to O'Byrne. It's an interference call, could have been a tripping. Lane Couldn't keep that in. And now it's Redix. Redix outside of Almquist, and Redix taken down by Almquist. And that's going to result in a holding call. And the power play, very short-lived, just 20 seconds, as Adam Almquist holds on to Redix and brings him down like a UFC body slam right here. He's got the arms all tangled up. Takes down the Vaxjo captain. And so that power play was just 20 seconds, as we'll have 4-on-4 action. Great wheels by Redix. It was a pleasure to see him in person at the Braehead Arena with all his family there, the Scottish roots. He was good in that game. It was a pretty close game. A 3-1 win for Vaxjo. O'Byrne gets caught flat-footed. Redix away to the races. Almquist takes the hand off the stick. That's actually the right hand that grabs the left arm, the left hand of Liam Redix. Good job on the penalty kill by Redix, being aggressive, keeps his feet moving. And it's 4-on-4 hockey at Canarps Arena. Rosen wins the draw to Heikkinen. Heikkinen to Hinge. Quick shot, Pettersson Wenzel turns that aside. Probably not as much wood as Hinge wanted to get on. Heikkinen jumps up into the play, and Heikkinen has his pocket picked. It's Sandberg. Sandberg in 2-on-1, quick shot. Nielstorp got a piece of that, and it just rolls wide. There's a good example of that right-handed catching style of Nielstorp, just maybe fooling Sandberg there. Here's Berglund. Berglund to Hansen. Hansen, stretch pass. It was a good one. Tape to tape to Thornburg. Thornburg dumps it in. Hansen. Good pinch by Hansen. And a nice move around Laxo. He then takes a hit from Johansson. But now it's Thornburg turning and firing. Billy Varakis would pick it up for Vaxjo and turn it into the corner for Johansson. But again, HV71 a good job. Onerud back to O'Byrne. 35 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 situation. 14:50 gone in the second period. All tied up at 1 on Premier Sports. Here's Varakis. Varakis dumps it in and chases his own dump in. O'Byrne gets there first. O'Byrne lays it off to Anderson. O'Byrne turned the wrong way right there. And I don't know if it's the broken nose, his vision maybe, and that cage. Ryan O'Byrne probably hasn't played with a full cage since he was about 9 years old. A couple of times he's turned the wrong way, as you see. Chris Abbott really trying to find that loose puck and tunnel it home. Here's Heikkinen getting his pocket picked by Sandberg. And Sandberg, quick shot, just a little piece of that. Nielstorp, as he had Oscar Sund barreling down looking for a rebound. Power play now, the 4-on-4 situation done. 5-on-4 situation now for 20 seconds with Almquist still off for holding. Martinson takes his time. Took the clock momentarily there. Takes the return feed, and Martinson dumps it ahead. Here's O'Byrne. Deflected out. See that cage, it seems to me that it's affected his vision a little bit. And now it looks like he's going to get a delay of game call. It hasn't been a great game for Ryan O'Byrne. Just turns right here. Is it deflected out? He says it was deflected out right there. It wasn't. And that man hasn't been happy at all with the officiating in this one. 15:39 gone in period 2. And it's a 5-on-3 situation as O'Byrne has gone for delay of game. Almquist is back out there, so now it's a long 5-on-4, 1:50 to go. A fourth power play for the Lakers. They're 1 for 3. said, I really think that cage has affected the vision and the game of Ryan O'Byrne right now. If you think that's not the case, a lot of these guys haven't played with a full cage since they were kids. And O'Byrne was a pretty rugged character in his NHL days. Probably didn't wear a visor for a lot of those games. Over 300 in the NHL. And all of a sudden you're looking through wire mesh and he's just a little bit off, turning the wrong way, and it could be the broken nose affecting the vision as well. Nevertheless, he'll sit for a delay of game. It comes back to Corey Murphy, to Heikkinen. Murphy takes that on the backhand. He wanted it on the forehand. Heikkinen screams it through. And Rosen will pick it up back to Murphy. To Hinge. Back to Heikkinen. Heikkinen screams it high and wide with 54 seconds to go. The fourth power play opportunity for the visitors. Here's his goal. Sells it. Uses the screen of Hinge, and Pedersen Wenzel had no chance between the pipes for HV 71. Face off to the left. Pedersen Wenzel. There's Anderson. Puts it all the way down. Good job on the penalty kill there by Anderson. Picked up now by Martinson. 3 minutes to go in the second stanza, all knotted up at 1:35 seconds to go in the Vaxjo power play. Here's Reddix. Reddix hard in on the forecheck against Anderson. Hilding joins the fracas. Hilding bumped along the wall by Johansson. He's been physical. Away to the races as Eric Anderson goes inside out, and he will draw a penalty against Eric Martinson. It's been a penalty fest here in this middle period. Martinson doesn't bother arguing. He knew exactly what had happened. 2 minutes for tripping, it looks like. Let's see Martinson. Martinson's getting backed up here. Nice inside out move by Anderson. Martinson just nothing he could do. So that will nullify the Vaxjo power play. It'll be 4-on-4 for about 8 seconds, and then it will be a power play for HV 71, which would be their fourth. That's quick. Let the guys line up already. Tobias Haster. Referee should never be even mentioned and should never be a part of the game. There's a chance now for HV 71. Teemu Lane, who has the lone goal for the home side. Here's O'Byrne trying to make up for a couple of gaps in this one. O'Byrne, back cycle, quick shot, quick save by Nilstorp, flashing the leather. Talk about the lines and dropping the puck quickly. Just let the guys line up. It's been a stop-start period because of all the penalty calls. That's not the player's fault. Well, it is. I mean, it's dangerous play or whatever, but there's been delay of games. There's been too many men on the ice. It's been a stop-start period. Linesman doesn't need to flex his muscles by dropping the puck when no one's even in the face-off line. 2 minutes to go, second period. And 1:25 to go on a power play for the home side. Here's Almquist. Almquist to Abbott. Abbott to O'Byrne. Canadian imports. Looking up there, here's Abbott. Abbott's got Tenby out front, Tenby! Screams that one wide. Oh, what a chance for Matthias Tenby. All the way down now on Pedersen Wenzel. Gustav Riedel, the lone man in on the forecheck. Here's Almquist. Almquist ahead for Thornburg. Thornburg to Tenby. Back to Almquist. He plays catch with a very, very quick Tenby. Thornburg. Back to Almquist. Thornburg tees it up. That bounces through Tenby, picks it up. Good quick stick by Heikkinen there as well. Heikkinen has been good on the power play and right there excellent on the penalty kill. He does a lot of good things for head coach Sam Hallam. Here's Mellon. Sandberg now will pick that up. Sandberg out front to Thornburg. Thornburg back to Mellon. Mellon with the backhand. It was a weak one. Onerud in front, couldn't corral it. Here's Sandberg. 8 seconds to go in the power play, 40 seconds to go, second period. Here's Hansen. Hansen in behind Pettersson Wenzel. Hansen with a head of steam and 30 seconds to go in the period. Power play is done. 0 for 4 now on HV71. Here's Mellon. Back to Hansen. Hansen tries to go back door, and there's a tripping call coming up against Vaxjo. It will be Teemu Laakso, who's played a lot of hockey already in this one. You can see, goes down to take away the pass and then gets the stick in on Thornburg right in front of Mikhail Nord. Another power play for HV71. It hasn't been that effective. They've had a couple of looks, but nothing as of yet. Materializing it with 15 seconds to go in this period, unless they can get down quickly and get set up. This would be a carryover, which is always good with the fresh ice after the Zambonis out there. Just a few ticks to go on the clock. 40 minutes gone, and Abbott was away to the races. He just needed 2 or 3 seconds more. Chris Abbott on a breakaway, but time runs out. 40 minutes in the books. Here are your goal scorers. In the first period, Teemu Lane from Tedenby, and in the second stanza, Heikkinen. Tedenby with the shot. Abbott's there as well, but it is Teemu Lane. Right here, quick shot by Tedenby. Great save by Nilstorp, but Teemu Lane is there to tuck it home. Good job by Hennessy trying to get there, but there's not much he could do. And Teemu Lane, his first of the season. Heikkinen has answered back. There's their shots on goal, 16-10 in favor of the visitors. After 40 minutes, we're all tied up, 1-1. I'm Aaron Murphy. Don't go anywhere. In this second intermission, we'll have a look back. Third period action from Knarps Arena, the Swedish Hockey League, on your home for Hockey Premier Sports. And after 40 minutes, it is HV71, the Vaxjo Lakers 1, and it's a 5-on-4 situation for minute 40, or minute 30 rather, for HV71. It's their 5th power play of the game. Quick shot, and Nilstorp will just hold on there smartly. Rebound control, so important. Big shot from Hansen. He has been impressive in this one. Under 20 international is Nicholas Hansen, his first year with the big club, a Dallas pick in 2013, 68th overall. Played a lot in this game. Not as lot as Ryan O'Byrne. He leads all HV71 skaters with 13 minutes and 54 seconds of ice time. For the Vaxjo Lakers, Teemu Laakso, 15 minutes and 34 seconds on the ice. He's a workhorse. Here's Hansen again, blocked from Redix, and Redix is hurt. That was a laser from Hansen, and Redix. He's trying to get to the bench, but he is in a whole world of hurt. Is the captain, Redix. Here's Thornburg to the line, Mellon. Redix is leaning on a stick right now. HV71 really has to attack for all intents and purposes. It's a 5-on-3 right now. Redix can hardly skate. They're not really going to the net hard to take advantage of that. And it's Onerud trying a weak backhand there. 42nd, you can see Redix is really struggling after blocking that Hansen shot. Tipped in front from Onerud. Tipped wide. Mellon picks it up. Mellon down low, out front. Oh, Sandberg had a magical moment there and couldn't stuff it home. Here's Hansen. Hansen to Mellon. Mellon out front. Sandberg again tips it towards the net. And again, he can't put it behind Nilstorp. Hansen zips. Look at Redix. He's still trying to keep his feet right there. He is in immense pain. Sandberg knocked down, and Redix will finally get to the box with 5 seconds to go on the penalty kill. I think HV71 should have read that better. I mean, Redix blocks that shot from Hansen. He can barely skate, and they just keep playing to the perimeter. Give the penalty killers, give Redix credit. I mean, it's part of the reason they had to keep it to the perimeter, but if I'm HV71, I just start throwing things at the net because Redix cannot contribute much there. He's still on the bench. Hopefully he's okay after blocking that shot from Hansen. Nevertheless, 18 minutes to go. Third stanza tied at 1. 0 for 5 on the power play now. are the hometown HV71. Here's Almquist. Almquist for O'Byrne. O'Byrne up the wall. And that was touched. Not enough though, and that will be nice. And there's Reddix. Boy, did he take a stinger from Hansen right there. Oh, that's gotta hurt. You can see by the reaction, he's not the type of guy to stay down. And then Onaru took what he said was a high stick, no call. Rosen to Murphy. Murphy, quick shot out front. A magnificent chance with Kiskinen on the doorstep. Pearson Wenzel fighting off the puck hard. Rosen took down Abbott again. The fans wanted a call, none coming. And that'll come back. Shots on goal after 2 periods, 16-10 in favor of Vaxjo. They actually outshot HV71 in the second period, 12-6. That man, Coach Johan Lindbaum, was unhappy with the officiating throughout the middle frame. Really was annoyed that there was no call on the Bengtson hit. He took a wallop from behind from Heikkinen and was charged at the same time by Murphy. They both imploded on him. There was a lot of insults from the bench for referee Mikhail Nord, who gave the bench an abusive official 2-minute penalty, and then Heikkinen, to add insult to injury, scored on the power play from Kiskinen. Quick shot! Oh! Off the iron, in behind Nilstorp. It was some shot by Sandberg. Mikhail Nord was right there to wave it off. We hope to see a replay, and now it's going to be a penalty to Hilding of Vaxjo, and you can see Sandberg, he punches the blade of his stick. He had Nilstorp beaten. An interference call coming up against Laxo, perhaps. I thought it was Hilding. There were 2 infractions there. It looks like Laxo will be the man going. It will be a 6th chance on the power play for HV71. Here is Laxo. See, Hilding is there as well. Laxo got a shoulder up into the face of Sund. Well, here's Sandberg. Oh boy, he had him beat. And Nilstorp heard that ping in behind him. You can hear the ping all over Canarps Arena. It stayed out. Power play number 6 now. Laxo for interference, as the Vaxjo penalty killers have to put their work boots on again. Here's Hansen. And the good news is Liam Reddix, who blocked that shot from Hansen, is back out there. I'm sure he'll have a bruise tomorrow, but maybe not too much more. A drag by Thornburg never came off, trying to be fancy there. And if I'm head coach Johan Lindbaum, I want guys to just get to the net now. They're 0 for 5 coming into this chance on the power play, and when you get 6 chances at home, you've got to get a power play goal. Pedersen Wenzel will hold that up. Almquist takes his time. McKinnon scrambling on this man advantage as Vaxjo clog up the neutral zone. Good play by Abbott. Abbott in on Heikkinen. He's just all over the ice though. Here's Almquist. Almquist goes backdoor to Tenby. Tenby tries to slide it through the crease. Power play goal. HV71. Magnificent stuff. Teemu Lane. You beauty. Finally, a power play goal. It is the 2nd goal of the game for Teemu Lane. A lot of hard work by Tenby and Abbott. Almquist, backdoor. Tenby throws it through, and back out front, Abbott. Abbott and Tenby should get helpers on that one. Tenby has 2 assists now in this one. Tenby put the puck on the net, good things happened, and then Abbott throws it out front. And Teemu Lane, the veteran, his 2nd goal of the game, and that one on the power play. Finally, they get one with the man advantage, 1 for 6. And a great opportunism there by Lane. Hard shift by Tenby and Abbott. There's Oscar Sund. 5 minutes gone in the 3rd period. Oscar Sund Chopin last year. Rival, 3 goals, 5 assists. Working hard along the wall right there, but outworked by Rosen. Kiskinen gets filled in by O'Byrne, and then Sandberg puts a shoulder into his man as the physical tempo is amping up here. Another stoppage, another penalty. And it looks like it's against Robert Rosen. He is not happy with Mikhail Nord. And the coach, Vaxjo, Sam Malam, not happy at all. Well, there's the trip. Really blame the referee there. Rosen's got to keep his stick out as he just hauled Eric Anderson down in front of everybody. A very stylish head coach, Sam Halam. Not happy with that, neither is the captain of the Lakers, Liam Reddix. A 7th opportunity on the power play now for the home team. As Rosen, 2 minutes for tripping. Back to Hansen now. Hansen, he has been impressive. Thornburg. Sandberg with a quick shot. And again, Nilstorp takes away the low part of the net. He's been good, Nilstorp. Was busy in that second period as his counterpart, so he has to be on the ball here in this 3rd period, especially trailing by a goal. He knows he can't give up another. Here's Josh Hennessy, the former NHLer. Spent the first part of last year in the KHL, came over and won a title with Vaxjo, decided to come back. Really likes playing for Coach Halam. Here's Thornburg. Could move it along the wall, out front. Oh, all alone was Josefsson. The puck was bobbling around in there like a frog in a blender. And a short-handed chance for the Vaxjo Lakers. Eric Josefsson, his 8th year in Vaxjo, he could not get the short-handed marker. Give Pettersson Wenzel all the credit. He couldn't believe that Josefsson was in all alone there with his team on the power play. Amy Lane now looking for the hat trick. Goes to the front of the net. Here's Abbott. Abbott to Tenby. Tenby back to O'Byrne. O'Byrne leans on that. Nilstorp came right out to the top of the blue paint in the crease to cut down the angle. Here's Chris Abbott. Abbott to Tenby. Tenby to Almquist. Almquist couldn't quite pull the trigger there. Dumped in front. Abbott again goes to the front of the net. Here's O'Byrne pinching in off the point. But Teemu Lane smartly covers him off. O'Byrne give and go. Down low with Abbott. And O'Byrne finds himself in all alone. Couldn't get the shot away. And that'll do it. On the Rosen trip, 1 for 7 on the power play now. Our HV 71. Here's Almquist. Adam Almquist played in the KHL last year. He has been very impressive in this game. Here's Nilstorp. Up high off the wall for Richard Hinge. On the right side, tries to go outside Berglund. Doesn't use Berglund as a bit of a long-range screen right there. Henderson Winston will hold on for a face-off deep. HV 71. It's just unbelievable that Josefsson was all alone like that on a penalty kill situation. Didn't have much to shoot out, but still, Pettersson Wenzel had to be very, very quick to take that space away. He was as surprised as anyone between the pipes. .740 gone, period 3. 2-1, home side. Teemu Lane in the first period, his first from Abbott and Tenby. And again here in the 3rd period, Lane on the power play, his second from Tenby and Abbott. For Vaxjo, Heikkinen in the second stanza on the power play from Kiskinen. 2-1 game, it's been a beauty. Our first of 60 on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. Kale Johansson couldn't keep the puck in. Vaxjo will start out in their own zone with about 12 to go in the 3rd period. Trailing by a goal. They need to tighten it up. A little bit of sloppy play, a little bit of indiscipline now. As you see Teemu Laxo again having words. Canarps Arena, 6,872 7,000 is the capacity. We were told that it would be very, very close to a sellout, and very, very close indeed. 1,100 standing room spots make up that 7,000, and it's a loud building. It's a very, very knowledgeable crowd. Opened in September of 2000 at Canarps Arena. And it was a lovely facility. And it's been a good game here between the defending champion Lakers on the home side, HV71. So far, so good for the home crowd. Here's Thornburg. Thornburg with a good hit there on Johansson. Thornburg down the left side. He's got Onerud going to the net. Onerud up top shelf where you keep the peanut butter. 3-1 HV71. Simon Onerud, 15 goals for Modo last season. His first year with HV71 and his first goal of the season. Quick outlet pass to Thornburg. Thornburg has Onerud going to the net. Mellon with the outlet pass to start it off, but that is just a magnificent follow to the net for Onerud, and a good read by Martin Thornburg. Takes the pass from Mellon. He knows the puck is rolling. Just get it on net and hope for a rebound to bounce your way. It bounces to the stick of Onerud. He makes no mistake up underneath the bar. So Thornburg and Mellon should get assists on that one. Onerud's first. An insurance marker for the home side. Both of these teams looking for their first win of the season. Both 0-1, both with losses on Thursday evening. HV71 lost 3-2 to Chaleftio. Mellon and Bengtson had goals in that one. Vaxjo also 0-1. Tedenby rips that off the blocker of Neil Stork. Vaxjo lost 3-2 to Luleå on Thursday. Corey Murphy with 2 assists in the loss. But both of these teams looking to get a stroke in the win column. Now HV71. A really, really good third period cooking here for the boys in the dark jerseys against the visiting, defending SHL champions. Eric Anderson skated past that puck. Hinge will give chase. Berglund gets there first. Taps it along the wall. It's a good pinch by Teemu Laakso. Got it out front to Hinge. Hinge knocked down by Hansen. Lamb wanted a call on Hansen there, as he definitely looked like he grabbed a hold of Hinge and deposited him on the ice surface. Play goes on. Here's Laakso. Teemu Laakso, who has played a ton of hockey, had 15 minutes and 34 seconds of ice time through the first 2 periods. Here's the insurance goal scorer right there, Onerud. Teemu Lane had the first 2 goals for HV71. Onerud puts a little bit of breathing room between his team and Vaxjo. I tell you, on Tuesday, September 22nd, the Champions Hockey League continues live on Premier Sports. Ice Baron Berlin versus Stavanger. It's leg 1 in the round of 32. That'll be 6:30 p.m. live. Next Wednesday, September 23rd, the Swedish Hockey League continues. Rogla BK versus Karlskrona, 6 p.m. live. And then Friday, September 25th, the Swedish Hockey League again. Luleå versus Skellefteå, 6 p.m. And of course, the NHL starts late night, October 7th. I guess technically October 8th. 1 a.m. we start a doubleheader with the Rangers and the Blackhawks, followed by an all-California affair, San Jose and LA. And of course, October 16th, the Elite Ice Hockey League continues as our group heads to Belfast as the Giants host the Cardiff Devils. Plenty of hockey on your home for hockey, Premier Sports. Go to premiersports.tv for all the news and information on the Champions Hockey League, the Swedish Hockey League, the NHL, the EIHL, and don't forget, of course, the IIHF World Championships live as well, including Team GB in Zagreb this season. Plenty to go here in this third stanza between HV71 and Vaxjo. Down the wing now, Johansson lays it off. Again, Thornburg makes a good read, goes to the net there on a shot from Mellon. This time, no rebound, but really impressed with Martin Thornburg. 210 KHL games played to his hockey CV. Played for Locomotive in the KHL last year, had 11 goals and 20 assists. He's been really, really good in this game. O'Byrne walks out, no angle there as Nilstorp just went down and held the post. O'Byrne put it on net. 9 minutes to go. Big hit there by Teemu Lane. Lane absolutely stapled Josefsson. Josefsson, to his credit, kept his feet moving and came away with the puck. O'Byrne now. On Lund, Hinge. Really good physical play along the wall from both sides, and O'Byrne, the biggest guy on either roster, gets it to the line no further. Finally, HV71 relieve the pressure. It's Tenby. Tenby sidesteps a hit from Teemu Laakso. Here's Johansson. Johansson, and that just roll away from him. And now it'll be Eric Anderson. Anderson, hit by Laakso. Here's Sund. Sund kept it alive for Thornburg. Turns, fires. Oh boy, Sund was in front and taking away the eyes of Nilstorp. Somehow Nilstorp still got a piece of that. Hansen, screamer, glove save, Nilstorp. Plenty of action around Nilstorp, and now it's heating up in there. Laakso, of course, in the middle of it, he's been very physical. Oscar Sund very unhappy. Let's see, Hinge as well, tangled up with Mellon. Head coach Sam Hallam got a hair out of place. You can tell underneath the surface his blood is boiling. Not happy with the effort in this third period. 2 unanswered goals in the third period. As Oscar Sund is talking to Mikael Nord, every time he goes to the front of the net, he's getting hacked and whacked by Teemu Laakso. 5-on-5 hockey though. Josh Hennessy will dig in against Onerud. Hennessy will win that to Heikkinen. Ilkka Heikkinen. Give and go. Quick 2 goals. Vaxjo, it's probably going to start with Heikkinen and Murphy. Heikkinen keeps the puck in. Heidstead goes behind the net for Johansson. Johansson up for Thornburg. Oh boy, Reddick's turned and fired. Troubling moment there for HV71. They need to make some changes. Some tired legs, maybe caught napping at the end of a shift there. Reddick's not the guy you want to cough the puck up to. There's Johansson. Up the wall, and it'll come all the way down. Vericus, stretch pass. He was looking for Alexander Johansson. Now it'll be Emil Johansson. Puck is skyward. Down by Vericus. Handled it well and took the hit from Teemu Lane. Took the hit to make a play. Here's Almquist. Almquist to O'Byrne. Ryan O'Byrne sits it in there. Teemu Laakso never seems to leave the ice for Vaxjo. Give away in the neutral zone. Eric Anderson picked the pocket of Hinge. Hinge comes away with it though. Here's Vericus. Vericus throws it at the net, and Hinge is right there. 3-2. Richard Hinge with his second goal of the season. And is he excited or what? I think so. Kept in by Vericus. Broken play, actually hits Sandberg. And Richard Hinge is on the doorstep, and right there Kiskinen knows how big that goal is as he, right there, he pinches out on the much bigger O'Byrne. Hits Sandberg. That's actually directed towards the net by a skate. And Hinge directs it right there. Watch, watch, watch. Does he get a stick on it? He does not. Does he get a stick on it there? It's underneath Pedersen Wenzel. And if you're head coach Johan Lindbaum, do you want that looked at? Because did he kick it forward? Is it forward motion that carried the puck to the promised land over the goal line? And of course, Lindbaum is going to ask Mikhail Nord and Soren Persson to straighten it out. It's I mentioned this last year when we did the Swedish Hockey League. They have a situation room much like the National Hockey League. I believe it's in Stockholm. Of course, the National Hockey League situation room is in Toronto. The referee can call the situation room, and they will look at it from every angle they have available, and they will make a decision so that the right decision is made. And the call, it has to be conclusive to change the call on the ice. I believe the call on the ice was a goal. Certainly Hinge celebrated like that was the case. It comes off his left skate. Is it a kicking motion? Well, it's up to the situation room now. But Hinge, if it stands, it'll be his second goal of the campaign, and a huge, huge goal, because if you're in one, it makes a little bit more sense as time winds down to pull that goalie. Trailing by 2, you're running out of real estate as Mikhail Nord has put down the headset and put the bucket back on. And let's see what his call will be from the situation room of the Swedish Hockey League. It's a good goal. It's a good goal. So they say he's got a stick on it right there. Definitely at the first touch, he directed towards the net off the Bauer Supreme. And nevertheless, they had all the angles we had. It certainly looked, he kicked it definitely into the goalie, and then he follows it with the stick. So 3-2 HV 71. 7 minutes roughly to go in this third period. Hinge from Veritas. Second marker for Vaxjo. Hard work. Go to the net, you'll get rewarded. It wasn't pretty, but it's certainly situationally very, very important for Vaxjo if they're going to get back into this one. Rosen and Onerud having words now as again we've had a little bit of this in the third period. His temper's starting to flare. Thornburg comes in and absolutely throttles the goal scorer Hinge. Hinge is angry, and it looks like Soren Persson is going to send both number 10s. Looks like Thornburg and Hinge. Pedersen Wenzel holds on. Hinge maybe got a stick in late there. Oh, there's the face wash on Onerud. And then Thornburg says, no, 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 if you're going to face wash him, I'm going to throw you to the ice and then give you a little bit of a lecture. So Hinge giving Onerud a hard time, and you see Onerud, number 11 there, comes in to talk to Soren Persson, saying he's got his hand all over my face. The two captains, Reddick's on your left, Abbott on your right. Abbott, huge leader for Luleå last season as they won the Champions Hockey League Grand Final. And unfortunately for Chris Abbott, his twin brother Cam Abbott, who was such a big part of that win as well, has retired because of concussion issues, and he wanted a fresh start from Luleå. There's the face wash from Hinge on Onerud. So then Thornburg says no. I'm not getting away with that. Comes in. Put him down a little bit too easy. Maybe that's why Hinge was annoyed and embarrassed that he got tossed around like that. Hinge will go, and I believe it's Thornburg as well. Coach Lamb maybe a little happier now that it's a 1-goal deficit with 6:40 to go. 5:40 rather. It's 4-on-4 hockey. That after the whistle stuff throughout. Teams are starting to get frustrated with each other. It'll be Thornburg for roughing. 2 number 10s. Hinge for roughing. Opposite 10s going for A little bit of a break, a minute 30 to go, 4-on-4. It's dumped in, and that'll come into the Vaxjo bench with about 5:06 to go in the third period. A 1-goal lead for HV 71. You can follow along at Premier Sports TV, at SHLSC, and for me, Aaron Murphy, at Murph on Ice. Let us know your thoughts on the Swedish Hockey League. And of course, fans watching on Premier Sports and SS1, Tanta Sports 1 can get a good view of the Swedish Hockey League through the Champions Hockey League coverage, and now through our up to 60 live Swedish Hockey League games. And we know last year's Champions Hockey League came down to 2 Swedish Hockey League combatants, so it's a fantastic product, a fantastic game. And right now, a fantastic first HD broadcast of this 2015 and 16 campaign. Ryan O'Byrne keeps an eye on Soderquist. Soderquist to Laxo. Laxo, that's blocked by Sandberg. Soderquist had a go. Now Sandberg has Laxo all over him like a dirty shirt. Laxo jumping in from his point position. Berglund will get it up and out. And that's going to be an icing against HV 71. Coach Lindblom still giving plenty to the officials. Be careful with that. They've already given them an abuse of officials or a bench penalty earlier. To the Heikkinen power play goal. Sandberg tossed from the face-off, thought he'll be replaced by Sund. Sund. Good job. Vaxjo jump all over it. Here's Murphy. Sandberg caves in his man. Berglund working hard along the wall against Johansson. Johansson keeps it in momentarily. Oscar Sund will peel back and try and get the breakout going. Einstead throws it into space. Onerud, who has the go-ahead goal for HV 71, finally got it out of the line. A couple times in this game, especially in the first period, HV 71 took 2-3 times to get the puck out, and that is something you don't want to do against the SHL champions. Take 2-3 times to get the puck out, and your top 4 defensemen, guys like Ryan O'Byrne and Almquist, who are playing a lot of minutes, start to get tired. And now Laxo. Laxo tries to use a screen, but it's Thornburg. 4-on-4 hockey over. Thornburg and Hinge return. And Thornburg a factor straight away. Anderson with a good hit. Here's Thornburg. Thornburg in for Abbott. Abbott gets the pocket pick there by Robert Rosen. So the shots on goal in the third, 10-4 in favor of HV 71. 2020 overall. Here's Abbott. Abbott with an uncharacteristic giveaway. Corey Murphy with the shot. And there's too much traffic in front. That'll come up into the netting, and you see Richard Hinge turning to the officials again. He's the type of player that gets under the skin. The problem there is you don't want to get under the skin of the referees. Very uncharacteristic by Abbott right there. Murphy's shot's actually off the crossbar. And Corey Murphy looks skyward. 2 assists on the season, looking for his first goal. That would have been a great time to get it. Trailing by a goal, running out of time here late in the third period. And HV 71 will take over. Teemu Lane gets it to the blue line, no further, as Joachim Hilding was doing a good job there. Heikkinen will go back. Nilstorp wants to play it, gives it to Corey Murphy in the corner. He goes D to D to the very impressive Ilkka Heikkinen. This is a really, really good defense pairing for head coach Sam Hallam. Tedenby with 2 minutes to go, happy to just dump that in for Sund. Tedenby very impressive in this game as well. Here's Johansson. Johansson, quick shot right into the logo of Nilstorp's jersey. Nilstorp wanted to move it quickly, but Soren Persson blew that dead quickly. minute 48 to go. HV 71-3. The Vaxjo Lakers 2. Lane from Abbott and Tenby in the first period. They led HV 71 1-0 after 20 minutes. Heikkinen, a power play goal, his first of the season for Vaxjo from Kiskinen in the second. So after 40 minutes, all tied up at 1. Here in the third period, Teemu Lane, a power play goal, his second of the game from Tenby and Abbott. And Onerud, his first of the season from Thornburg and Mellon, gave HV 71 a 3-1 lead as head coach Halam takes a timeout for Vaxjo. So it was 3-1, and Richard Hinge gets his second of the season, a goal that was reviewed. It stood as a good goal. The assist goes to Verikis, and that's where we find ourselves. 3-2 HV 71 with 1:48 to go at Canarps Arena. Hinge and Kiskinen going over the plans for this face-off. It's an important face-off deep in Vaxjo territory, and it will be Philip Sandberg versus Hinge. And Sandberg, he's going to get a bounce there, but Hinge tied up his man and gets the puck to Heikkinen. Good play on the draw by Hinge. And certainly that timeout from Coach Halam was to talk about the draw and when the goalie would be pulled for the extra attacker. Here's Sandberg. There's a penalty coming up, as the goalie had made to the bench. It's a 6-on-5 situation, but now it looks like Hinge is going to go to the penalty box, which will put a damper on that. Let's see, Sandberg is working hard. There's a hook, there's another hook, and then he throws his arms up in the air because he knows it's coming. He's got the stick in there for too long on Sandberg. So Halam had made that timeout. Let's get Nilstorp out of the net for this 6-on-5. They accomplished that. And unfortunately, Richard Hinge, who's had a pretty good game, including his goal here in the third period, has gone for hooking. So face-off comes back into Vaxjo territory. Nilstorp is back in, and it's a 5-on-4 situation, an 8th power play now. As Hinge, you see it officially for hooking. Pulling the goalie. That'll do it. They get Nilstorp out, and they salt it away with an open net goal. Magnificent job by Onerud. And the fans love that. And why not? These are the Swedish Hockey League champions. Onerud with another goal here in the third period, his second of the game, second of the season. And you can't get too excited about an empty net goal, but you can see Nilstorp had just passed Onerud. And Onerud, because he had seen that, just turns and fires. There's no chance of icing. It is 4-2 HV 71. Running out of time. They on a power play still. As the fans, of course, the power play is over rather with the empty net goal. What I was inferring is that they still can get the goalie out for a 6-on-5 the other way. Will they do it with a 2-goal lead and 1:07 to go? It would appear that Coach Halam is not afraid to roll the dice. That's a couple of times he's gotten Nilstorp out. 1 minute to go. Nilstorp's looking to the bench, but that's a good job by Onerud. There goes Nilstorp. And a good play by Hinge. Probably a little disappointed with himself for taking that penalty, leading to that open net goal. And that'll be an icing. So Nilstorp is out. It's a 2-goal lead for HV 71. And Onerud is second. 2 goals in the third period, 1 without a goalie. Hansen gets an assist on that one. Open header from Onerud. Youngster Hansen has been very good in this game. A bright, bright future. No icing. 30 seconds to go. Rosen goes left wing. They dump it in on Pedersen Owensel. A 2-goal lead. They'll still crash the net, and give credit where it's due. The Vaxjo Lakers are Swedish Hockey League champions for a reason. They do not give up. They're going to fight to that final buzzer. Conversely, give HV71 a lot of credit. They have played a magnificent home game here. Heikkinen with the big shot, 5 seconds to go. Pedersen Wenzel will just hold on for a face-off deep. A face-off that HV71 will just be happy to clog up and see finally Lindbaum, who's been pretty unhappy with the referees Nord and Person throughout the game, finally allowed himself a smile, and that's a huge win for the first-year coach. On the bench of HV71. HV71 4, the Vaxjo Lakers 2. What a magnificent start to our Swedish Hockey League coverage on your home for hockey Premier Sports. Lane with 2 goals for HV71. Onerud with 2 goals as well for the winning side. For Vaxjo, it was Heikkinen and Hinge, but now 0-2 are the Vaxjo Lakers, and 1-1 early in this 2015-16 campaign. A huge win at home for HV71. I'm Aaron Murphy. Hope you've enjoyed this one. We'll see you Tuesday, September 22nd for Champions Hockey League action as Ice Baron Berlin host Stavanger in Leg 1 of the Champions Hockey League round of 32, and September 23rd and 25th, Swedish Hockey League action is live on the network.